Hey YouTube, what's going on? It's your boy TriniFX here, back with another recap. All right, today was a good day, and before we get into it, I just want to make a point to note. Um, if you are trading, we need to treat trading as a business, the profession it is, because it is a profession, and you got to give it the time necessary to master this craft and to become successful. Trading is not a game. It is not, you're not gambling. So if you are not locked in on a particular morning, then take the day off. Don't trade. You know, I have a couple guys at the house doing some renovations, and I've been getting to the chart pretty late every day, and it takes some time to settle in. So for those who are just beginning to trade, you need to be locked in every single day. Give it the respect that is due. All right, just a little point to note. So if you hear some pounding or drilling in the background, those are the guys doing some work. So with that being said, let me just show you the trade executions that I took on my personal and the P&L on the funded. This is the trade that I entered on my personal account. That's the entry, the take profit. We'll get into the mechanics behind that. Let me show you the P&L on the funded account. And today we took 3 trades, and we was 1 winner, 1 loss, and another winner. So 2 winners and 1 loss. So this is the funded account. So with that being said, guys, let's get into today's recap. So starting off on the hourly time frame, this is one of the higher time frames that I use. We could see, just to recap, yesterday's price action and how price respected the PDRAs as it was going down, and then we had the retracement coming into market close. But I want to bring to your attention the PDRAs that are on the left side of the chart. This fair value gap acted as resistance. When it was broken, it acted as support. So coming into market close, it acted as support and took price higher in Asia. This one was resistance. When price broke it, it acted as support to send price higher. And we could see it happening on all sides. This fair value gap from several days ago, what did it do? It acted as support to send price higher. So look for those things in the chart, guys. Don't just watch the candle on a 1-minute chart. Higher time frame narrative, what price did and what you expect price to do, and then watch it play out on the 1-minute time frame. So Asia opened, took price higher. This is a daily fair value gap that formed after yesterday's close. We could see price trading up to it in Asia. We had the retracement, but this SIBI that was inverse was supporting price. So it sent price higher. We see midnight open, took price higher. London, we continued to rally, and then we had a retracement into London, into this hourly BISI. All right, so this was a bullish fair value gap that when price hit it, we could see it trading away. So those are my levels as I marked it off early this morning, and dropping to a 15-minute time frame, we could see price trading higher after it found support on the hourly fair value gap. It began to rally, and we did have some light news today, but we could see as 9:30 opened, I marked off this 15-minute bullish fair value gap that was supporting price pre-New York open, and then we had this one down here, also this hourly bullish fair value gap. So I really was targeting the high. If we go back to the hourly chart here, we could see this high that was formed on the 6th. That's the high that I was expecting price to draw to. After taking out yesterday's high, we wanted to, this was the draw on liquidity. All right, so we could see as market opened, price immediately traded down into the 15 and the hourly fair value gap. I was not at my chart at this time. So this move, I was looking at it on my phone, but I don't really like to trade on my phone. I'm just not comfortable doing that. So I saw a price trade down, and we dropping to a 1 minute time frame. When I got to my desk, these candles were already there. So I just wanted to break it down. We could see before New York opened, accumulation, price traded up into this 1 minute SIBI and sold off. Market opened, price headed down, hit the 1 hour, 15-minute fair value gap, and began to displace. Once price broke above this SIBI and inversed it, we also had a shift in market structure. You could have taken your entry there to go long. That was the best entry for the morning. However, I wasn't here. So when I got to the chart, I was waiting to see the fair value gaps that were being formed, if we could have traded into it and found a confirmation entry. So on the first bullish fair value gap that formed, I could see price finding some support. We had a bullish candle. Once this candle closed above the one that traded into the fair value gap, that's where I took my long, and I was targeting the buy side liquidity up here. So because I was already late to the chart, and it was kind of high up in the leg, I did have my stop below the candle that formed the fair value gap. It was right below the body, and you could see I almost got stopped out. However, the candle found some support. Once price began to trade higher, I trailed my stop very aggressively. So, and I got out as the candle traded higher. I was trailing my stop. So I exited the trade there. Now looking to see, the draw was not hit just yet. I did enter again, thinking I can get a move higher. But as you can see, I got stopped out. Price began to retrace. So dropping into the going back to the 15-minute time frame to see exactly what price was doing. If I scroll across here, we could see price took that high, this high here, and began to displace. It also traded ever so slightly into this very tiny fair value gap BC on the 50-minute chart. So once I saw price began to displace, I dropped back to my 1 minute time frame to see if I could have, if price was changing and going short. So I saw my market structure shift happen. It would have been here. That would have been the market structure shift. This was the SIBI that formed. Price never traded back into it. And once it closed below, it was inversing these SIBIs here. So on a 13-second chart, we could see it started to close below this BC here. So that's when I went short. Now this was an aggressive trade. I was trailing very quickly. I entered there. I put my stop above this fair value gap, giving price the ability to trade higher into this SIBI. Price began to dump, and you could ask yourself, I missed this entire move. Yes, I did, because I was trailing very aggressively. So this ended up as a winner. So it was 2 wins, and this loss ended up green on the day. And we just monitored price for the rest of the day, guys. We could see it traded down, ultimately retesting the 50-minute gap and the hourly, and trading higher. We could see if it will eventually hit my higher time frame draw that I had outlined from the morning time. So guys, that was the trading recap for today. Before we go, we could see how price just respected the first presented fair value gap. It drew down into it, it inversed it, but once it came back above, you could see it was finding support to send price higher. So guys, thanks for tuning in today. That's the trading recap. Like, subscribe. If you guys haven't turned on your notifications, please, you could do so you could be notified anytime I post a video. And we'll talk again tomorrow. Take care, guys.